This is the last of my Baileys. It has survived since July the 12th, I believe. Bailey's is smashing, man. Also, people at work are saying that I don't brush my hair. How did they get that? You know, where did they get that idea from? That's crazy. What the hell? This is. I went every day to school like this because I have chicken hair. I also sat down and watched. On the same night, I watched the same. I watched the last episode of like the emo one, right? And I watched that, and I was thinking, like, can you see the tear? And you couldn't see the tear, but it was real close. And it was like, I've also realized that I don't finish what I start. I don't explain things very well. And I think the problem is I like to bounce off other people. So I don't think all my stories are that incoherent, you know? I think I judge based on the person's reactions if they're following me, and then I just keep going, you know. But I think I rely on that banter to flush out the finer details. Today I walked into a room, right? I had a ticket that said PC12 is causing grief, and I've logged a student out halfway through, you know, what they were doing. And I was like, well, that's not nice, you know. So obviously he needed some TLC. So I ran into the room and I logged in to see if I could simulate like the issue that the little child was having. The little child that the student was having. I was going to emulate the issue that the student was having. I was there for about 5 minutes, and in my experience it takes about 10 to 15 minutes for the PC to overheat. So I was there for 5 minutes, and I hear these little kids, they're lining up outside the door, and I was like, oh no, I gotta get the hell out of here, because these little kids are gonna want to try and come in and learn stuff, you know. I'm gonna take this easier. Also, I've realized that me bumping the table is horrendous on the video and the audio. So, also I should probably speak into the mic like this. Would make the audio quality so much better. But what I can do is, there you go. Now I'm a midget, and I can wheel myself towards. I still hit the table with my knee. I'm so sorry, but you can't have it all. Hi, I'm Ben. I'm 3'5". Anyway, so I tried to do some fault testing or whatever, and the kids came and they lined up outside the door, and I was like, oh god, I don't want to stay in here. You know, if they're gonna try and come in and learn and stuff, I don't want to be a hindrance. I don't want to be a nuisance, whatever. I don't want to get in the way. So I was like, all right. So I logged out. I left the PC there, right? It was a do not disturb sign on it, so I added the do not disturb sign. And then I oh yeah, ASMR. Anyway, I added the do not disturb sign. I have to just hold it. If I put it down, it's gonna like shake the mic. I gotta get a mic stand, y'all. But right now, money's gonna be tight. Anyway, I left the room, and then I came back later on in the afternoon because I thought to myself, why would I leave the PC there if it's unusable? So I thought I could take it I could take it back to my workstation, and I could full test it there, right? And I was like, that's a good move. That's a smart boy move. I can't believe I just left it on the table and I didn't even label it, which means if anyone else walks into that room and they're like, so what the hell is this PC doing here? You know? They're not gonna know. And if they move it, then I'm not gonna know. So that is not good. I gotta get on top of that. But anyway, I went back later on in the day for that PC with the idea of borrowing it. I'm slamming this down. I'm so sorry. Here's my well-used placemat. It says, life is short. Smile while you still have all your teeth. Or you still have teeth. And it's this little dog. And it's got like, that's moisture, probably like straight up Monster Energy drink stains. But anyway, that's now on the table. Alright. So I walked into the room. You know what? This is the longest short story ever. I got an award for that once. I'm just taking my time, you know? Holy shit. I don't even know how long it's been going on for. 6 minutes. I haven't even said one story yet. My god. Anyway. This is supposed to be a precise telling of the events, alright? With all the details included. So that I don't lose anything out in the story. I just watched my breathing get picked up on my pop. On my little bar thing. Anyway, listen, don't just get distracted, okay? I had to visibly or mentally stop because I was gonna jump subjects. Alright. Let me finish this one up, right? Let's get this one out the way. Let's get this cat in the bag. That is another off branch. Alright. So I walk into the room. There's some teacher just talking to some kids and stuff like that. And I approached the teacher that was in the classroom. And I said, hey, do you mind if I and I was on one half of the room and she was near the front door, so I got her. And then I pointed diagonally across the classroom to PC that had the sign on it that said, you know, do not use, or broken, or something. And I had to share the story at concert. And I pointed to it and I said, hey, do you mind if I grab that one quick? You know? And then she was like, excuse me? And I was like, dude, do you mind if I grab that one, the one causing, the naughty one, the one causing all the trouble? And she was like, excuse me? And I was like, the computer that's not working. And then she was like, oh, I thought you meant one of the children. And I was like, ah. And then I knew the inappropriate word was kidnapped. I've been told many times not to say kidnapped at school. And because I thought of that, I said kidnapped. So I was just gonna kidnap it, and I was like, oh, borrow it, and then I'll bring it back once it's fixed. You know, that's what I said. And so I was like, oh, that's not good. So I ran over, unplugged it, and I took it, and I felt embarrassed, but I left. And I've now left it at my work, and not back where it should be. However, I was testing it, so maybe not. Further testing needed. I went to go see a house today. After work, I got on a train, ran off, and I checked out this room. The lady kind of rushed me. She wanted me to put my money on it, so I put it down down payment on whatever, like first month's rent or whatever, first week's rent. That better be refundable, by the way. But put the money on it, and then I went to go see it. So I put money on Tuesday. She phoned me and said, "Hey, listen, there's a guy who wants it. And he's gonna put money on it first." So I was like, "Fuck you!" And I put money on it. But actually, don't ever pay for something you've never seen. That's fucking retarded. That is retarded. And she did that, probably knowing full well it was retarded. But she did that because she wanted money. She wanted a sale, whatever. And so she like forced my hand. The room is the most beautiful room I've ever seen. And what I mean by that is, I mean, someone's taken a rather large lounge, thrown a double bed in there, a bedside drawers, and a wardrobe. And a small table and chair. But that table and chair, that's getting out. Which means there's enough space for me to game. I could have 2 PC gaming desks in there, you know, like the big 6-footers. Which is way too big, by the way, but I could have had 2 of those in this room. That would have been perfect, it would have been fine. But the house itself was in a state. The toilet had stains. The toilet had used loo rolls just lying on the floor. The toilet had gunk on things. You know, the bathroom had gunk on the shower and stuff like that. Oh God, sorry. And I thought to myself, if I just stayed in my room, if I could shit in a tube or something and somehow shower at work, I would have taken it. I would have taken that house in a heartbeat. In fact, she already had like some of my money towards it, you know? But I had to cancel that because I did some soul searching. I can't live in that environment. Then I went to go see another house, and that one was old, but it was big enough, and it was decent, and it wasn't too far. But I liked the guy, and I was really quite disappointed that the guy that was renting the house, he wasn't living there as well, because I thought we would get along well. I thought I would make a good tenant or something like that, you know. We could hang out. But he didn't live there. He owns multiple properties, so that's his whole job. His whole job is to look after these bad boys, keep everyone happy. So we looked at the house, and I thought this was quite a good house, you know. And he double checked the price for me, and it was cheaper than I thought. So I was actually I really got a little bit excited about this house. But it didn't feel right. I didn't want to have to carry my PC stuff up those stairs. That house didn't feel like where I wanted to live. You know, it felt like it was acceptable, but I was like, why am I taking acceptable? Why am I not taking? It wasn't mind blowing. That's what I'm saying. Right? It wasn't something that I was actually looking forward to. I just thought, this is not going to be very good. But once I got everything set up, I'll be okay. That's what I thought to myself, you know. And I was like, I don't want to have to carry my PC up the stairs. These stairs are dodgy. But afterwards, I had a good old chin mag with the guy. I think when I'm like emotional, then it's a fine line between being sad enough that I just break down being amusing and talkative and funny. I'm not gonna lie and say like, oh, I'm cool, like fucking what's his name, Robin Williams. I'm nowhere near that peak of comedic humor and stuff like that. And I don't know 100% his story. Oh god, sidetracked. Okay, listen. The guy then showed me another house that he had that wasn't on the apps that I was using to look for a house. And this house floats in my boat, man. It is right where I want to be. You know, I don't want to put too much effort into it because if they, I asked them and I said I'd love to take it, and they know that, but maybe if I creep them out a little bit, you know. So I'm gonna try and take it easy. Although I have already spammed them with like several messages, all my deets, asking about stuff, you know. Just gotta take it easy. But it will feel fucking great to have that contract under my belt, to have keys to that house, to have that security, you know? That knowledge that I'm safe. Excuse me for 1 second. I have Windows set to auto shut down at 9 o'clock every night. I did that during daylight savings time, so now it's 10 o'clock every night and I haven't bothered to change it. So you gotta open up CMD, so it alt tabs you out of the game, or if you're not careful, it'll freeze the game for about maybe less than half a second, right? So you're playing, you're getting really engaged, you know. Oh, it froze for a little bit. Oh, it's back. No stress. You just keep playing. But that was your warning, and your only warning. And then a minute later, boom, the whole thing shuts down. You're halfway through a game, you're like, what the hell? I was just driving the car. What happened? You know? All your friends on Discord dropped from the call. You just sitting there all by yourself. So watch out. I don't even remember what I was speaking about. And I know I didn't finish the story though. Maybe I'm oh! Robin Williams, Bobo the Clown. Now check it out, right? Bobo the Clown, I don't know where it comes from. Bozo the Clown? Let's go with Bobo. Hold on, I gotta drink this. This is important. Alright. What the hell is Bobo the Clown? I don't know where I heard this story. But there's a clown that can make anyone laugh. He's famous all over the world. His name is Bobo. If you didn't know that by now, you seriously need help, right? Bobo the Clown can make anyone laugh. Absolutely anyone. Even the most senile, old, hateful people can be made to laugh by Bobo the Clown. He is like just that good. And one day there's a doctor, a GP, and he has a patient come in, and the patient said, "Oh, dude, doc, I'm so depressed. You know, I feel like there's no happiness in the world." And the doc's like, "Dude, you know what you should do? You should go see Bobo the Clown, dude. He'll make you laugh so bad, it's gonna be crazy." And then the guy is like, "I am Bobo the Clown." Wow, so fucking deep. I don't know where that story was from. I think it was I'm 14 and This Is Deep, which is like a subreddit for 14-year-olds that are sharing like newly discovered things like about the environment and things like that, and then just like, whoa, this is above my pay grade, and they go make a meme about it. Sorry, it just looked like I have pink eye. Jesus Christ. Gotta watch out for that. It's the Baileys. I'm drinking it too fast. You see, what you want is a quadriplegic. Oh, Jesus. I'm gonna roll with it. A quadriplegic fuckload of ice, and then a small amount of Baileys. That's what you want. That's the ideal Baileys drinking setup. But I don't have that anymore. All my ice is melted. I only like drinking the thin layer of cream that you will get if you have a large amount of Baileys, you know, or a small amount of Baileys, because the ice melts. That layer of water dilutes the creamy taste, and you miss the burn of the alcohol if you have just the top layer. 9,000 taste buds. So Bobo the Clown, the only person he couldn't save was himself. I like to think he got on meds and he was fine afterwards, you know? Maybe he's sorted out whatever happened to him. But it's just a fairy tale. Anyway. I'm not sure about Robin Williams' backstory, but he wasn't exactly a comedian. But I think you can make people laugh, you know? And that was the whole idea behind that. And as I said, I'm not claiming to be Robin Williams here, right? I'm just claiming to be a dude that can talk really loud, and that's about it. Fuck yeah! I can see myself in the reflection. Oh, this is not good. These are 3D glasses. I haven't even tried them on anything else but the 3D movie. Oh yeah, check it out. That fixes the hairline a little bit, I reckon. Yeah. No, it doesn't. Oh god, sorry. Again. I would say we are maybe halfway through the Baileys. This is my last one, so I'm gonna try and enjoy it. I poured way too much though. So far, OMAD's been going quite well. I've used the stress of what happened to me that puts me off eating naturally to then just stay off eating. But I've eaten a lot of cake at work. There's free cake. What am I supposed to do? Jesus. A man has, you know, needs. So, so I eat the cake. And then I get home and I don't eat anything. And then maybe I'll have like one thing to eat for dinner. And that's it. But I do drink energy drinks. And there's probably lots of sugar and stuff in those. Because I haven't been getting the diet ones. I just feel like if I don't lose weight somehow, like next time I feel brave enough and I hop on a scale, if it hasn't gone down, then God forbid, I don't know what's gonna happen. God forbid. Why is God forbid? You know why God forbid is in my vocabulary? And that other saying that I didn't nail last time I did one of these was because of that goddamn book I mentioned. Shaniqua, whatever, that book. Shantaram. every third person is like super religious in that book, and they're always talking about God. They're always talking about other stuff. Salam alaikum. They said there was a saying. So salam alaikum was the greeting, and then the other guy would come back with this like 6-paragraph response, which was like, God's great, God be with you, bless you, whatever. And I was like, what the hell? Who said that? I always heard salam alaikum, salaikum salam, right? When I say I always heard that, I heard that once, and I remembered it because it rhymed, right? Does that make me less than because I know what I'm saying, or does that make me more than because I'm saying stuff in different languages? Look at that. That's the fancy finger. Why am I dropping F-bombs? It's not necessary. I'm drinking Baileys. I have fancy glasses. I have my finger up. Fuck. That is how the fancy people say the F word. What are we going to talk about now? I'm only halfway through my Baileys. Oh. I have been trying to crawl my way back through The Walking Dead. But since the reality hit me that I was just a fan service, it's just gone downhill, man. And I've watched like 6-7 episodes of like season 8, which is the last one I watched organically, and it was like when it first came out. Last one I watched when I was watching it, you know. I gave up on season 4 and I came back, and then I think I watched them all, and now I'm looking at it again. I'm trying to get it because everyone's like, oh, it's getting good, it's getting good. And I'm like, I don't know. You know what this is? You know why I can't enjoy The Walking Dead? It's exactly the same reason those Harry Potter nerds can't enjoy the Harry Potter movies. Now I'm looking at certain people I know, but I'm also looking at the nerds that have the same issue I've got here, which is I read the goddamn comic book, and they read the goddamn book. You read the book, it's way more captivating, goes into way more detail than the movie ever could. Probably describe Gandalf's shaft. What am I trying to say? You know what? I'm not even going to blame the alcohol. And I'm going to have another go at that sentence. Just give me 20 minutes. In the book, they probably even go into such depth as to describe... Did I get Gandalf and the other guy confused? I think I did. Gandalf, I don't even know what I called him. But they, Jesus, now I don't even know his name. I only know Gandalf now. Voldemort, Ron Weasley, the Weasley family. Thanks, Max. Harry Potter, Hermione, Gandalf. That's not correct. That's not correct at all. Gandalf? Gandalf the Grey. Gandalf the White. Definitely not Gandalf. Definitely not Gandalf. No. Am I even saying his name right? Gandalf? You know what? You never realize how much alcohol is in Baileys until you have like half a tub. I never understood why when Gandalf came back, Gandalf the White, he was all like forgetful and shit, like, oh, how's it going? Don't remember you guys, you know? Like, what the hell? He just died and came back. Jesus did that, he didn't forget everyone. Called himself a wizard. Gandalf. I'm just gonna describe him as Gandalf, but I take it you know what this guy's name is. Gandalf the Grey. I need water. I'm already feeling it like pulling me down. If I don't get water, I'm not have a good time. The thing about Betty is I don't know what's an unacceptable amount, and I got work tomorrow. Was that an unacceptable amount? I'm feeling it, and I'm thinking I'm a lightweight, so probably not. It came to me as I had that last sip, and the glass and the ice clapped their cheeks together in my mouth. Dumbledore. I forgot it there, but I came back. Dumbledore. Alright, so let me finish up that sentence. Compared to the movies, compared to the Harry Potter movies, the books probably went into so much depth and detail as to describe the shaft of Dumbledore in grave detail. Said detail twice. Killed it. But like to use a different descriptive noun. I don't even know what a noun is, homies. I'm just saying it so I can sound smart. A verb? A noun? We were supposed to learn that shit, you know? That we passed that year. That, whatever we had to do for that, you know? I don't even know what's a verb. A verb is a doing word. I'm just saying things that I remember. Well, I think I remember. For a long time, I don't know if I've mentioned this before, or I've admitted to this, I thought people saying Austria were just people trying to say Australia, but with an accent. So I was like, oh yeah, want to go to Australia? And they're like, yeah. I was like, okay. Austria, I'm gonna show my ignorance by saying I don't know what the hell is going on with Austria, but I will say as well, my brain has jumped from Austria to the Grand Budapest Hotel, which is a movie called the Grand Budapest Hotel, and I would recommend it. I would recommend it for one viewing, and watch with plenty of popcorn, because it does get weird sometimes. Not weird as in, you know, half goat baby things coming out. No, weird as in like dull. I didn't want to describe it as dull, so describe it as weird. So you for doing this to the movie. You've now described the movie as dull. It's all your fault because you wouldn't run with weird. I'm blaming you for this, and you're not even here. That's awesome. That's the power of editor's choice. I don't even edit these. That's the worst part. That's the power of it's editor's power. No, the director's power. I am the director of this scene, and I tell you that you are to blame for my indiscretions. Indiscretions? That better be the right word. I just can't believe this old Dumbledore thing. How long did that take? Hagrid? When I was counting on my fingers, I didn't even count Hagrid. He's a crucial member of the gang. I think I'm just tired. It's been a long day. I went to bed late last night, trying to stay up to help someone move. They didn't move. I think ideally it would have been good if they did. They wouldn't have had to pay rent to multiple landlords. Only a little bit left. Maybe 2 sips max, maybe 3, maybe 1 big fat sip, you know? And we can say goodbye to my Baileys. I got that Baileys for a special occasion. I got it for my parents for my birthday. But the intention behind the Baileys, it had a set purpose, was for the enjoyment with great company. I've never described anything as with great company before. But it was better than saying with a woman. Upper class. You're gonna have to lick the ice cubes to get the last sip now. I would like to invest in Aliens Fight. At the moment, I can't invest in anything. And the fact that I haven't, I'm really proud of myself. Because I just spend money like no one's business, you know? And when I do it once, it opens the floodgates and just keep doing it. Next thing you know, I've spent like £400 on video games or something stupid like that. Or £750 on new graphics card. But anyway, it's all bills and mortgages and I want to say bank stuff. One time, and it was Halloween, I don't know what year, but I kissed a girl in a pub. I got so excited I ran around and I kissed my roommate as well. It was too watered down. It was like 95% water. Well, now my Baileys. Oh, hold on. I would highly recommend this shit. His name's Marcus. Comes from IKEA. The problem is, after long gaming sessions. Oh, sorry. Skeet. After long gaming sessions, Marcus hurts my elbows. Now I said that like a creep, but I'm gonna say Marcus hurts my elbows. Marcus, you have one job, dude. And that's to hold my butt. You do that 8 out of 10, so good job, Marcus. You hold my elbows 6 out of 10, Marcus. Oh my god, I haven't done my IPP, performance review, whatever it's called. That's due on Friday. Oh my god, I've got to make time with my head honcho. I spoke to my dad about little kids stealing cake from the school. And he was like, oh, confidentiality, whatever. And I was like, oh shit. So I don't think I can get away with a lot of stuff, describing things in depth, you know? I think naming the PC's number wasn't a good idea either, but I think I can still get most of the stories across while being vague. You know, the internet teaches you that there's a hive mind of Reddit. I don't think I've ever talked about this before. There's a Reddit hive mind, right? If you on Reddit long enough, you'll think people that have salted caramel frappuccinos are little pussies. And I don't think that was a healthy move by Reddit, because I like salted caramel frappuccinos. And I don't think of myself as a little pussy. I am a chicha, which is Urdu for baby chicken, which is not exactly the same thing. Baby chickens are totally different. I don't remember what I was. Oh my god. I think I might be intoxicated, gentlemen. I'm just gonna brag that one time on the same Halloween thing, I touched Lay's butt for realsies. She wanted little bloody handprints on her dress, and she got me to do it. And I was like, yo, do you mind if I, put the blood here? She's like, yeah. So I totally put a little blood print of a hand on a little butt. Now, that was one of the highlights of my evening. So that's cool. But I heard that pumpkin carving can be quite exciting as well. So I'm looking forward to checking that out. It's not really something I do normally. But I spoke to someone who said they would let me, or they would help me pumpkin carve. I can't say anymore because I can. I think she wants to hang out with me now because she thinks I'm going to get a big boy job at the end of this IT stuff. And sorry to shoot her down, but I don't think I've learned a lot. And I don't think I'm prepared for an IT job in networking, that's for sure. However, I will carve pumpkins with this person and her family, because I would like to try and carve pumpkins. And I see no issues with carving pumpkins. I feel really tired now. I wanted to make sure I at least had 30 minutes, thank God. Although there's only like 20 minutes of stories, yeah. Shantaram's almost finished. And I've also discovered that there is a sexy sauna in Portsmouth, but there's no sexy sauna in Southampton. Can you believe that? Can you believe that story? That statement? That there wouldn't be a sexy sauna in Southampton, whereas there is a sexy sauna in Portsmouth. Kind of makes you think that Southampton's not all it's cracked up to be if there's no sexy sauna. So Southampton can go do one. Portsmouth wins again, baby. Oh. Yeah. Sexy saunas. Alright. Have a nice evening, gentlemen. Au revoir.